What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. My name is John, and today we finally finished up our seasonal scholar class, and I wanted to tell you about the free Blackstar that you can get. If you haven't read the patch notes, it was pretty obvious. Everyone's talking about it, and so all you have to do is get to level 61 currently on a seasonal, and they said even if you aren't on season as of December 27th, just get to 61. It doesn't matter if you're season or not. So you'll be able to claim a TET Blackstar, main, awakening, offhand, or if you are a veteran player, get the fail stacks. I think it's still better no matter what to get a TET Blackstar, because if you enhance, even if you are an endgame player, you have something to fail stack on permanently. So with that said, I wanted to talk about a little bit of my experience as Scholar, what I think of the class, which Blackstar should you get, and just overall basic tips for beginner players if you are looking to get to seasons. So nowadays, getting to 61, well, actually not nowadays, it's always been easier. But the few things I've noticed in terms of seasonals is they actually made getting full Pen to Vala really easy. And the way it works now is from Pry to Try to Vala is guaranteed 100%. And then it doesn't downgrade under Try, so you just go TET and then Pen. And so they have one currency instead of three. So like, not currency, but like enhancing material. So accessories are still the same. You get one of each from like 58, 59. And so yeah, actually, for all of you new players, one bit of advice I would give to all of you is if you are starting this for the first time now and you're, I don't know, probably going to be around like the 240 AP if you don't have adventure journals and everything done, that's okay. There's still a lot to do. I'm at 250 because I do have adventure journals. But one word of caution, as someone who's played every season and just has been playing this game for a while, is if you thought enhancing to Vala gear was easy, it really is easy, but then it does not prepare you for graduation when you have to upgrade all your gear, especially like boss gear, black stars, and especially Fallen God and accessories. So I think it's a good thing, first and foremost, that they made the change to get to Vala gear, but like it just doesn't prepare you for the real thing. It saves you fail stacks, which is, I think, the idea of it. So I do have a lot of videos on how I go about enhancing a lot of things, whether it's boss gear, black stars, endgame items like accessories or Fallen God. You guys have seen that all on the channel already. Some other tips I can give you guys if you want to just level up fast, get to 61. Things I did was I had some artifacts on that straight up combat XP right over here. So if you put 4 combat light stones in, you get 100 plus the 300% bonus set effect, and that's another 400. And then for crystals, we had this one on. I didn't have the Blackstar one, so I don't have the extra 2 crystals, but that's fine. But for the most part, the only things you really want to worry about is the Kydex crystals, which give 20% each at times a bunch. So it's like 335% combat XP, and you just get them from doing seasonals as well. So you guys should have some without having to pay for any. But if you did, what you would do is if you wanted to buy it, and this is like actually your first one, you would just buy these crystals that give 10%. They're kind of expensive. Would I buy them at like 100 mil each? Probably not. Like, it's one of those things that I wouldn't recommend buying, but if you just have the extra silver, go for it. Is it going to be a lot? No. Another thing I did was I did a little bit of questing, actually, so you're going to need to share a costume. I have a video of that itself. But one thing I would recommend to people is doing the Pit of Undying. It gives another like 20%, 30 if you use it on the pen level. You could just transfer them over between your main and that one. And even if you aren't a veteran player, you could still get it. It's extra 5, 10%, whatever, very easy. Plus the Spirit Stone is another 50%. Probably bells on every channel just because everyone is trying to level up as well. So that's a lot of XP just going in and out. And then, of course, where I grinded, I showed you from 1 to 56 from what I did. And then from 56 to 61, we did a polys grind. So down here in this area, it's very good because it's fast. You get a lot of skill points. I actually just got to 61, so I didn't manage to put in everything yet. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about a lot of stuff, including my experience as a scholar. I haven't even looked at this. I'll look at that later. But overall, I think Scholar is a mix of Sage and Guardian. It does move faster than Guardian, but then the AoEs aren't as big as Sage. So overall, I think it's a fun class. I heard people say that the AoEs aren't as big. The flows are really nice, but it's just like at high-end spots, people said it doesn't do much damage. I haven't personally tested it yet. I think I'll do that in the future. And then, of course, we don't have Succession. We only have Awakening now. But I guess all of this will come. We don't have our, Magnus skill either yet. So, overall, I think Scholar is a unique class. There's a lot of teleports and movement, but it's not super fast. And the AoEs aren't as big, but overall, I mean, like, if you like Guardian or you like Sage, you're going to like Scholar. Do I think it's for me? I like the abilities. I don't know, I just like Dark Knight, to be honest. So, unless they change a few things, this is just another class. I got to 61, and I think I'll just sit on the bench until they do something or it becomes like super overpowered in PvP, and then we'll test that throughout the week as well. I'm not like done with this class yet. But anyway, that's my experience with Seasonal. It came out 2 days ago. We finished the season in basically a day. And I just want to say that if you're a new player and you see all these other streamers and YouTubers where they finish up seasons in 24 hours, trust me, the seasons are endless, and you just take your time. Don't rush to get everything. Just play it at your own pace. It's no big deal. The reason why a lot of endgame players finish it so fast is because we've done it like 17 times already. So we just know what to do. But anyway, that's my experience with that. Let's talk about Blackstars. So we got to level 61. Might as well just take these. 70 and 80 stack, 300 crown stones, always nice. Here's what I would recommend to all of you. If you are getting your first Blackstar, I'm going to show you this from my main. It's a little bit different, not pen. But I would always recommend, assuming you don't have any other boss gear or Blackstars, I would always recommend taking the main hand first, simply because it gives 212 accuracy, which is actually a lot. And for any sort of PvP or even some grind spots at higher end, you do need some sort of accuracy, so I always think the main hand is better. After that, I think the Vediant, if you are playing Awakening, is always good. It's just more AP onto your list. And then finally, last, I would pick the offhand, like the ornament, or not ornamental, not like the Blackstar offhand. Because if you have a Kudum, it's kind of the same, actually, but it's at the only difference you'll really notice is at pen level, and it gives you a TET. So even at pen, it is better than a C20 Kudum. The difference is it's just not a lot more. But if you're trying to min-max at endgame, yes, it is better. So that's my opinion. Accuracy is very important. So I would always go main hand, whether you're Succession or Awakening. If you are Awakening, this one is also good. So go take that second. And some people may not know, especially newer players, is your Awakening AP. I don't remember what number. I think it's like 30% of this number is like hidden AP into your main hand. So like this number is still relevant even if you play Succession. Plus you can still get the extra bonuses on the side, like the all damage to species and monsters, whatever. So, and then after this, I would recommend getting a Kudum because it's significantly cheaper, and then transition into a TET Blackstar a little bit later down the line. So that's what I would say. When you get to pick one, that's the order. For me personally, I think I would choose the sub weapon just because I play a lot of different things, and like just having it is one of those things where I don't feel like I would want to enhance it myself. But at the end of the day, is there really a wrong answer? I don't think so. You're gonna get them all eventually. So I still think the dim origin of Dark Hunger is probably still the worst choice, even as a veteran player. Simply because, yes, 10 stack between 290 to 300 stacks, that's a lot of silver, and it's very scary to get. With that said, like, you have an infinite option to enhance these permanently. Like, if you get TET, you just wild swing it for pen. If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, you keep going. And so, no matter what, just have something to use forever. So, as long as you get some sort of Blackstar, I think you're good. I assume you can enhance them. Let me just like double check them. Either way, my order of which Blackstar I would get still stays. Yeah, I know this was a short 2-part series for my season. I think it's fine, but yeah, that's just my experience. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Finished the season pass as well, of course. I didn't buy the second row. I personally don't think it's worth it. For both new players and veteran players, simply because the rewards at the second row for like $30 worth of it is just not worth it, in my opinion. Like, in terms of value, you're paying like what, $30? You'll get the value back in terms of the items, but I think I just value, like, it's gonna sound weird to say, but it's like I think I value the real money more than like things you can get in game pretty easily. Like, sometimes there's deals that are worth it. Season pass is not one of them. I would recommend, if you guys get, you know, the daily special thingy that gives the second row, I would honestly recommend, if you're going to spend like $30, get $30 worth of this double value daily thing. I think that's actually worth it. So either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was very helpful. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, let me know. Drop into comments so we can join the Discord and all that stuff, and happy to point you in the right direction. But with that said, we are going to be back to our main, and we have a few more videos I want to talk about in the future. So yeah, we'll be back on the main doing more endgame grinding and stuff. So hopefully you guys are going to look out for that. And yeah, I think my season is pretty much over. I don't know what else there is to do for me personally. A lot of people also ask me, when is a good time to graduate from seasons? And the answer really is, once you are full pen to Vala and you feel like you have nothing else to do. A lot of people say that you should stay on seasons because you get the, what is it, materials? What is that thing? Like these things? Yeah, they give item loot scrolls, or 40 stacks, and if you grind on seasons, yeah, loot scrolls are nice, but I can assure you they give you so many of these. Like, even as a person who grinds, I don't grind a lot, but the number keeps going up faster than it goes down. And I, like, sometimes, depending on the day, I guess I go like 1 to 5 hours a day. 5 is usually on the high end, by the way, but my loot scroll number, it goes up higher than it goes down. And I do grind every day, like at least 1 hour. So yeah, I wouldn't, if you are like low on loot scrolls and you feel like you actually do need it, you could stay on there. But I think it's still better to progress and like graduate seasons to convert your gear up and then go progress your AP and gear score higher. So, and also if you get the Blackstar, like, you can only use it when you're not on season. So yeah, there's that. So I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic holiday if I don't see you again until New Year. Peace.